Today I'll be sharing with you a handful of stylish, wearable trends for the summertime. Summer is around the corner. I am so pumped. I am so excited for warmer weather. And what better way to celebrate than to talk about a couple of trends I'm looking forward to seeing this summer, and who knows, maybe get your hands on one or two of them. Before we get into it, I do want to make a disclaimer about the trends that I'll be showing you guys in this video. So the items that I'll be mentioning are considered in my book as macro trends. A macro trend versus a micro trend is better for those that are seeking subtle statement pieces or creative pieces that still uphold the longevity in their wardrobe. Whereas micro trends are just a flash in the pan, they have a very, very short lifespan, and they contribute to overconsumption and waste at the end of the day. So the macro trends that I'll be discussing in this video are not a one and done after the 2024 summer season. They are able to have a longer lifespan in your wardrobe. They're able to transcend multiple seasons, and that is why they ended up on this list. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more style content featuring me. Give this video a thumbs up and let me share with you guys these wearable summertime trends. The first trend is a little white dress. We all know the classic little black dress, so why not a little white dress? Obviously, white is one of the best colors to wear in the summer just because it's a lot cooler and lightweight, of course, depending on the fabric. And I find that a white dress is one of the most universally flattering styles. I feel like they look good on everybody, especially because it's such a popular item that there are so many different types of silhouettes you can pick from. Now, I do want to point out that obviously wearing white can be a little bit risky for a couple of reasons. The transparency of the fabric is one, like nobody wants a see-through white dress or white anything for that matter. And the other is the risk for stains. But I don't feel like these two things should deter you from getting a little white dress because they are easily avoidable or fixable. To avoid some stains, carry a Tide to Go stick on you. It is my favorite thing in the world. And if you get a little stain, you just rub the Tide to Go stick on it. You're all set. I'll leave a link in the description down below for those. And when it comes to a white dress being see-through, my biggest piece of advice is just like try to buy items that are not see-through. It's totally gonna depend on the item, but if you already own a little white dress that's a little bit see-through, or maybe you have your eyeball in one that's like a touch see-through, just get a slip dress to put underneath it. It is so worth it. They're not only great for white dresses, but like any type of dress that you have that's maybe a little bit see-through. It happens. A slip dress definitely goes a long way. The next wearable trend that I think we'll see this summertime is the coastal cowgirl aesthetic. So this is definitely a little bit more of an aesthetic, a little bit more of like a vibe. It's where the beach meets the desert, which frankly are two of my favorite things. Of course, cowboy boots come into play here. Like I don't want to harp on that too much because it's kind of obvious, but let's talk about actual clothing that we'll see within this trend. It's going to consist of a lot of lighter, earthy, but still colorful tones. When it comes to fabric, this really consists of things like denim, linen, crocheted pieces, fringe, and just silhouettes that are generally relaxed and easygoing. Now, when it comes to specific pieces of clothing, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of vests, which is something we've seen grow in popularity over the past few months. And I also think we're gonna see dusters, which I personally have not worn a duster since high school, like 10 years ago. But I do think they are really cute for this type of aesthetic. So I might keep my eye out for some, we will see. And when it comes to bottoms, I see flowy maxi skirts, flowy midi skirts, of course, denim cutoffs, which are always a classic. I also recommend heading to your local thrift store for this aesthetic. I'm sure you would be able to find a lot of really cute, unique items as well. The next wearable trend that I'm really excited to see this summer is lace skirts. I feel like skirts in general are growing more and more in popularity. Like, obviously, they've never been out of style. People have been wearing skirts literally forever. But I feel like we're now putting an emphasis on skirts as being the star of the show rather than just like a background actor, if that makes sense. Over the past year or so, we've seen a growing popularity in tiered skirts, so much that I actually bought one myself. I will link a video above here if you guys want to see how I styled it. And I feel like a lace skirt is kind of like the sister to a tiered skirt. It's a great way to provide some texture to your outfit while still staying cool during the summer heat. And I also feel like the lace skirt trend falls a little bit into that coastal cowgirl aesthetic as well. So who knows, maybe you can kill two birds with one stone with this item. The next trend I'm anticipating we'll see more of this summer is longer necklaces. Now, longer necklaces have not been a thing in my life, at least, since college. Like, it's been a while. I recently did a video on what items I would purchase if I was building my jewelry collection from scratch, and when I was doing my research, I noticed this heightened popularity in longer necklaces. Now, the best place to look for necklaces of this nature is definitely Etsy, like hands down. Not only are you going to be supporting small businesses, but you're also going to be finding a lot of really unique designs on there. Lots of colorful pieces with beads and gems, lots of creativity going into these pieces. I will also leave a link to an article from my blog in the description down below that features a ton of Etsy shops that I love to go to for jewelry shopping and anything of that nature. So definitely check that out if you need a good place to start. The next trend that I'm really excited to see is more yellow. Now, I know this isn't for everybody because I do feel like yellow can sometimes be a little bit of an intimidating color. Like, it definitely is for me. However, I do anticipate more people stepping out of their comfort zone this summer with different shades of yellow, including myself, hopefully. I especially love a more pale yellow, like nothing that's too bright or too loud. It's a little subtle, but it's still very summery and fresh and bright. You guys get what I'm saying? I've also found that yellow actually pairs really well with a ton of different colors, a ton of different styles. Like, it looks great with denim, and it also looks great when color blocking, so in contrast with some other brighter tones. Finding a yellow piece doesn't necessarily have to be in the form of a top or a bottom or a dress. Like, this is a great color that you can also incorporate into your accessories, like your shoes or your handbags. I've spoken a lot about if you want to incorporate more color into your wardrobe, or maybe you want to incorporate a certain color into your style, but you don't really know where to begin. Always go with an accessory first, play with it, see how many ways you can incorporate it into your style, and then just go from there. The next wearable trend that I'm excited to see this summer are silk scarves. A silk scarf is a really beautiful way to add some visual interest to your look. I've had one sitting around for a while, and I actually started incorporating it into a handful of videos I was filming, and it made me realize how versatile it actually is. I'm sure we've all seen how a silk scarf can be incorporated into a hairstyle, which is always so cute. Like, it is such a multifunctional piece. My favorite thing that I've been doing with it is tying it around my waist, leaving a little bit of an angle just to add some shape. And you can also wear it as a belt. Like, it is a great piece to tie it around your waist, accentuate your waist. You guys get the point. I especially love it because a lot of silk scarves are made with a ton of different colors or prints or patterns. They are definitely able to add some life and creativity to your look. And this is an item that would go well with literally any single piece that I have already mentioned in this video. It is truly versatile at its core. So if we're talking about an item that can do it all, it is a silk scarf. And if you see this having a place in your wardrobe, I recommend getting a larger one just because I feel like you can do a little bit more with them and they definitely have the maximum versatility. All right, you guys, that is the end of the video. Leave a comment down below which wearable trend are you really excited for this summer, whether you're excited to just see it or whether you're excited to add it to your wardrobe. Let me know, I would love to hear about it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative of your support, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.